Hi, I'm Jake from my channel, Ashley Jake, and I was sitting around thinking about what I was going to do a video on today. And one of the things that I forget, which will come into play later in the video, is that I have a bunch of tattoos. And people love to talk about tattoos. And what I specifically can talk about with tattoos is remorse, and if that exists. Because sometimes, well, not sometimes, the biggest step that you're taking when you do get your ink is this stuff is permanent. Um, and you have to live with that. You have to know, like, 10 years later, I'm still going to have this. 20 years later, I'm still going to have this. Is it going to be a point of regret? Well, I have two that I want to talk about that, to some people, it might be something that you would regret, right? Because if you come close, come on up. Girlfriend's working on her camera skills, but this right here is a tattoo that I get a lot of looks for. It's a, can you see it pretty good?
Yeah, you're fine.
It says GH right there. And if you were a fan of the original Guitar Hero series, this is very much in the artwork of Guitar Hero. What I did was, there was a friend that when I was stationed in England, he did tattoos, and when he was going to get out, that's what he wanted to do, and he needed to log his work. He needed pictures of tattoos that he had taken, or that he had done, and this was one of them. I said that I absolutely love this game. I want to mark the occasion with a tattoo. I said, can you come up with a tattoo, not from the book, don't copy anything, but come up with something that when I look at the picture, it makes me think of Guitar Hero. And he actually went to a friend of his, a lady, and she had several of them, and this was a sticker off of the actual guitar controller, and then she put the flames and she put the GH in there. Now you would say, like, that's a video game. Why would you get a tattoo of a video game? Well, in the military, I was a mechanic, and very early on, I deployed. I deployed twice for some very extended periods of time. And if you're a mechanic on a heavy-duty equipment, you're going to be wrenching very, very hard, and your hands are not going... Look, you don't see any Guitar Hero guitars. Not because I lost interest in it, but I knew as I progressed and as I was getting older with the game, I wasn't going to be able to play it anymore. I started to develop arthritis in the carpal tunnel. And, when you're a heavy-duty mechanic, stuff like that has nothing to do with keyboards. It's actual pain. Like, it got to the point with the guitar that I don't even play real guitar anymore. I had to move over to the piano because my hands just couldn't take it. And I knew that that was a series I absolutely loved. I put time, I put months, and I'll be honest, I put years into it. I started with Guitar Hero, and when Rock Band came out, now, I did not like Rock Band. I knew it was going to kill the whole instrument video game thing, because what Guitar Hero did that was so awesome and really got to me was it was a mutual fusion of difficult gameplay and the song. There was emotion in each track. When Rock Band came out, it was very much like, here's the bass, here's the piano, here's the main guitar, you're the singer. But in those individual tracks for the singer and for the guitar and for the piano, there wasn't any drama. There was no drama while you were playing it. It was more you're just pretending that you're in a band. But what Guitar Hero was cool with was you're sitting there playing Guns N' Roses, and when you're going for the high points and you're going because you want to 4-star a song, you are seriously going to be watching every single note. And each song is just like a story. It has its high points, it has its low points, it has its fast points, it has its dramatic points. And what Guitar Hero did was put that in your hands. Where you know that Freebird is about to just go crazy with its riff, you've got star power. Bam, you know that you're going ×8 on all of your points, and it's dramatic, you're sweating, you know if you fuck up one of those little slide things, your score is effed. And that's Freebird on Expert. It's an emotional game. It's something that you're into. It doesn't matter who's over here, who's watching, you're just in the zone with Metallica. It was Guitar Hero. And I do not regret this. I don't care that it was a video game. I don't care any of that. I care about the memories and the fun that I had with the title that I can't anymore. So do I regret that? Absolutely not. Now another one. So I would definitely say if you have a video game that you absolutely love, if it's Halo 3 or you're at that launch, maybe other people will be like, why did you get Halo and the date of the release tattooed on you? It's because you look in the mirror and you remember that day. It's the same thing when you buy something, like you go to Comic-Con and you get a Darth Malgus statue. You know, every time that I look up there, I don't just see some Star Wars toy, I see the whole event. And that's the same thing with this tattoo. I don't just see the tattoo, I see all the time that I spent with that title. And another thing that you can do, a big one is names. And this is embarrassing because I did. I put a girl's name on me. It was my wife at the time. She's my ex-wife now, but it was my wife. She was pregnant, and I did it to put a smile on her face. And it's right here. Here's the other one. You can see, I tried to cover it up, but no shame in my game. I'll show you. Right under here, you can see REBBCCA. That's Rebecca. That's my first wife. And the whole reason I got it, I was one of those that's like, I'm not tattooing somebody's name on my body. But we had set up for her to get her wedding ring resized. But because she was pregnant, her fingers had swelled up. She wasn't able to do that. And she was so bummed out that I called my buddy that did the Guitar Hero tattoo, and I said, let's do it. Let's find a way to put her name on me. And unfortunately we have a divorce, and unfortunately this actually was some ammunition used against me. Like, you got your name, you got my name on you forever. But you know what? I tried to cover it up with a sword. This whole thing is a mess. This time of my life was a mess. You know what I mean? Like, these other ones, this one's nice and clear, this eyeball, this devil's nice, you could tell exactly what it is, you could read all of this. This is a mess. My life during this time represents exactly this tattoo. So, don't ever, if you're trying to mark an occasion, tattoos are great for that. You know what I mean? And there's never a problem with, even though this was kind of my lowest point in my life, I knew I was documenting that. I knew that at some point I was going to be past that. At some point I'm going to look at this and I'm going to go, wow, I'm not that person anymore. You know, I'm a completely different person with the same tattoo that reminds me that this was so long ago. That even though this was such a mess, you know, I've come back from it. So I like that tattoo. That's what I love about tattoos. I mean, this one I got, you know, when I got out of the military, I was working at Goodwill, got that one. Eyeball was just like, I came back from a deployment. I said I made it, I need a tattoo. I didn't want to sit there and look through the book for a super, super long time. I just wanted to pick my tattoo, get it over with, and pick something more fancy next time. I think there must have been a line. I was just like, I need something quick and small. Can I jump in front maybe? I don't know why. I love this tattoo though. I was the one, at first it was just a regular eyeball, but I told him make it look like a cat's eye. And he went ahead and still kept it like a human eye, but just made it cattish right there. And he did that after he had, because you know tattoos, they basically have the temporary, put that on, take it off. So he had to do all the extra detail after it was off, and that was pretty cool of him. So, I don't know, I wanted to share about that. I thought maybe it'd be interesting to talk about tattoos, and obviously, I mean, if I pick a topic and all of a sudden I'm talking, I don't know how many minutes have passed by. That's a good thing. I am at the end of that, but I did want to, if you're hanging out this long, you gotta hook me up, okay? You gotta look at this. I'm finally at the end of Fight Night Champion. It's a boxing game. If you know anything about video games, this does have online. A lot of people tend to be like, well, are you good online? This is a boxing game. When you go online, people can buy upgrades for their character. They can hack their character. There's characters online that look like a horror killer, Michael from those movies. So they're able to sit there and mess with everything. So online's completely on this game. But fighting a computer in any fighting game, Tekken, you put that on super ultra hard, you're going to have a competition. This guy, I've been fighting, I mean, here's the settings. I didn't mess with this. You can look at my old videos and you'll see that this is the same guy, and that in those videos I've been showing that this is the greatest of all time. This guy's been fighting that way the whole time, and he's 57-0, 48 knockouts. If anybody has played this game and understands what an accomplishment that is, I didn't get any achievement from the Xbox. They didn't go good job, so I'm fishing for compliments from my YouTube audience. I just wanted to share some thoughts about the tattoos, because I got these. This one I got almost 7 years ago. This one I got about almost, wow, 8, 9 years ago. And I don't regret any of my ink. I'll never regret any of my ink. They're great conversation pieces. People love to, if you love to talk to people, it's a way to get them to ask questions. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm Jake for Ashley Jake, and check it out Sunday, going to the Expo. Just mention that really quick. Portland Gaming Expo. I'm going there. They said there's like 200 free-to-play arcades. We're going to have a video. My camera lady, my girlfriend, my caregiver, she's going to help me. And I'm going to try to hopefully ask somebody questions. I'd love to get an interview. I've never done an interview, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to nab somebody. And if anything, I'm pretty sure the guys over at Game Over let me ask them a question or two. So I think I'll make that happen. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.